Something knocked from inside a locked storage unit, and I was the only person in the building. I didn't react at first. My brain just stopped, because there was no way that could happen. Unit 317 had been locked for weeks. No access logs. No visits. Nothing. And yet something inside it knocked. Once. Then. Again. Slow. Controlled. Like it knew I was standing right outside. I stepped back without realizing it. My hand tightening around the flashlight. The hallway was empty. Rows of metal doors, all identical, all silent, except one. I checked my watch, 2:14 a.m. That was the quietest part of the night. Nothing ever happened at that hour. That was why I took this job. Night security, storage facility, easy work. Walk the halls, check the cameras, make sure no one breaks in. Most nights, I didn't even see another person, but right then I knew I wasn't alone. I forced myself to breathe. Slow. Controlled. Double quotes. There, single quotes, as no one in there. I said quietly, more to myself than anything. No response. I waited. Listening. Then a faint sound. Movement. Not random. Not something falling. Something shifting. Inside. My stomach tightened. I had checked that unit earlier. Around midnight. It was completely still. No sound. No light. Nothing. And now something was inside it. I stepped closer. Just one step. Then stopped, because I noticed something. There was a thin line of light coming from under the door, barely visible, but real. That didn't make sense. There was no power inside those units. None. I crouched slightly, trying to see inside. Just darkness. Then the light disappeared. Instantly. Like something had moved in front of it. My heart skipped. And then another knock. This time closer, right behind the door. I froze. It wasn't guessing anymore. It knew exactly where I was. I slowly stood up. My entire body tense. I told myself to walk away, call it in, stay out of it, but I didn't move, because I realized something. That unit had never been opened, not once, since the day it was rented. I went back to the office. Fast. Pulled up the system. Checked the logs. Unit 317. No entries. No keypad usage. No TIMESTAMPS. Nothing. Which meant dash. No one had gone in, and no one had come out. I leaned closer to the screen, trying to make sense of it, trying to find any explanation. Then I remembered the knocking. Something was inside, and it hadn't been opened. I grabbed the flashlight again. I wasn't supposed to check units. Company policy, but I wasn't going to open it. Just look. That's all. That's what I told myself. The hallway felt different this time. Longer. Quieter. Like the building was holding its breath. Unit 317 was at the end. I slowed down as I got closer. My steps softer, careful. I stopped a few feet away. The door was closed. Padlock in place, exactly how it should be. Except that faint line of light was back again. I stepped closer. Raised the flashlight. And that's when I heard it. Not a knock this time. A "nee-oh" voice. Very quiet. Right on the other side of the door. I know you're there. I stepped back instantly. My heart started pounding hard. That voice. It wasn't loud, but it was clear, too. Clear. There was no way it came from anywhere else. It was right behind that door. Inside Unit 317. That's not funny, I said. My voice didn't sound like mine. No response. Just silence. Again. Then something shifted inside. Closer this time. Right up against the door. Could hear it. Breathing. Slow. Controlled. Like it was standing inches away from me. Listening. Waiting. I backed away again. My mind racing. Trying to explain it. Maybe someone broke in. Maybe they got trapped. Maybe. No. That didn't make sense. There were no access logs. No entry. No exit. And the lock was still intact. I turned around, walked quickly back to the office. Locked the door behind me. This time I checked both locks. Twice. My hands were shaking now. Went straight to the cameras, pulled up the hallway. Unit 317. The door was closed. Still. No movement. Leaned closer. Watching carefully. Waiting for anything. Then. A shadow appeared. At the bottom of the door. Inside. Something moved. Blocking the light. Then slowly. It leaned closer. Like it was crouching, trying to look out. My stomach dropped. I grabbed the radio, pressed the button hard. Control, this is night shift. I need someone here now. Static. Then a voice. Which unit? 317. Silence, too long. Then that unit is inactive. I know, but there's someone inside. No. The response was immediate. Flat. There's no one in that unit. I heard a voice. Double quotes. Another pause. Then, stay in the office. That tone changed. Not confused. Not surprised. Controlled. Double quotes. Do not approach the unit again. Double quotes. My chest tightened. Why? Silence. Then just stay inside. The line cut. I stared at the radio. They knew. Or at least they weren't surprised. I turned back to the cameras. Something felt off again. The emergency exit. Right. Next to Unit 317. It was open. Just slightly. I knew it had been closed earlier. Locked. Always locked. I checked the system. No alert. No log. Nothing. That made my skin crawl. I switched to the outside camera. The same door. Was closed. Completely shut. Froze. Looked back at the hallway feed. Still open. Back to outside. Closed. My stomach twisted. That wasn't a glitch. That was something else. Something interfering. I leaned back slowly, trying to think, trying to stay calm. Then. Heard something, not from the cameras, from the building itself. A faint metallic sound. Click. Then another like something unlocking. Somewhere down the hallway. My head turned slowly toward the office door. It was still closed. Still locked. But beyond it, I heard footsteps slow measured coming closer from the direction of Unit 317, and then they stopped right outside the office. Silence. I held my breath, and then a soft knock on the office door. 3 times, asterisk, asterisk. I didn't answer. I didn't move. I just stared at the door. Another knock. Same rhythm. 3 times. Slow. Like it was waiting for permission. I know you're in there. That same voice. Calm. Controlled. Too calm. My throat went dry. It sounded normal. Almost friendly. That made it worse. I looked at the camera monitor. Unit 317. The door was open. Wide open. My chest tightened instantly. I had just seen it closed. Locked. But now it was open. Dark inside. Completely still. I leaned closer to the screen, trying to see deeper. Then something moved. A shape. Tall. Standing in the back of the unit. Not moving. Just watching. Watching the camera. My stomach dropped. Slowly. The shape leaned forward, and then disappeared. At the exact same moment, the office door handle moved. Slowly, testing the lock. Once. Twice. Then it stopped. Silence again. I held my breath. Then footsteps. Not outside. Inside. Behind. From the back hallway. My heart jumped. I turned slowly. The second door. The one behind the desk. It was slightly open. I knew I had closed it. Was sure of it. But now there was a gap. Darkness behind it. Something inside. Watching. My body went cold. I stepped back. Slowly. Trying not to make a sound. Then I heard breathing right behind that door. Close. Too close. Like someone standing inches away. Waiting. Then the voice again. But this time it wasn't outside. It was inside the building. Behind me. You weren't supposed to check. I froze completely. My mind trying to process it. You heard it, didn't you? A step from the darkness. Still couldn't see him. You weren't the first. Double quotes. My stomach dropped. What? I whispered. Silence. Then. They always hear it eventually. Another step. Closer now. I could see a shape forming. Human. But something about it felt off. Wrong posture. Too still. You should have stayed in the office. My back hit the desk. Nowhere else to go. What is in that unit? I asked. A long pause. Then. I don't know. That answer hit harder than anything. What do you mean you don't know? I just keep it closed. Double quotes. Another step. I listened to it. Silence filled the room. Heavy. You're not security, I said. No. A slight tilt of his head. I'm here to make sure no one opens it. My heart started racing again. Why? He didn't answer immediately. Then, because it learns. Every muscle in my body locked. Learns what? Silence. Then double quotes. How to get out. I didn't move. My brain refused to process what he just said. Get out. Of what? I asked. The man didn't answer. He just stood there, half in the dark, half in the weak light from the office. Then, a sound echoed through the building. Loud, metallic, from Unit 317. Both of us turned toward the monitor. The camera flickered, then came back. Unit 317. The door was closed again, but the metal was bending outward, slowly, like something inside was pushing against it. Hard, again, and again. Each impact louder, closer, more violent, the lock stretched, the metal warped. And I realized something that made my stomach drop. Those weren't random hits. They were spaced, measured, like something was testing the door, learning how it worked. The man next to me whispered, "It's faster tonight." My blood went cold. "What do you mean faster?" He didn't look at me. Usually it takes longer. Another hit, louder this time. The entire door shook, dust fell from the frame. The lights flickered, then dashed, everything stopped. Dead silence, no movement, no sound, just stillness. The kind that feels wrong. The man took a slow step back. For the first time, he looked unsure. "That's new," he said quietly. I stared at the monitor, my heart pounding in my ears. Then, a soft click. The lock on Unit 317, it unlocked, by itself. Neither of us moved, the door creaked, opened slightly, just a few inches. Darkness. Inside, thick, heavy, then dash, the camera feed, cut, black screen, the man exhaled slowly. That shouldn't happen. My legs felt weak. "What do we do?" I asked. He didn't answer. He just kept staring at the screen, then dash, very quietly. He said something that didn't make sense. "It's not trying to get out anymore." A cold wave ran through me. "What?" He turned his head slightly, and for the first time I saw his face clearly. There was no panic, no fear, just understanding. It doesn't need to. My stomach dropped. Before I could ask anything, I heard something behind me. From the hallway, a soft sound, a step. I turned slowly. The back door, the one behind the office, was wide open now, darkness beyond it. But something was there, standing just outside the light, still, chest tightened. "That's not him, is it?" I asked. The man next to me didn't respond. I turned back toward him. He was gone, no sound, no footsteps, just empty space, my heart started racing again. I was alone. Or at least, I thought I was, because then, from behind, and with very close, something whispered, "You figured it out." I didn't turn around. I couldn't, my body refused, because I already knew. Whatever was inside Unit 317 wasn't in there anymore. Asterisk, 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 asterisk.